welcome back to the DreamHack Showdown Summer 2020. It's so exciting to have you here with us. And we're about to head into our final series of the day. And of course, you can see I'm not alone. Thank goodness I've got Vilga and I've got Potter with me as well. Potter, I mean, you must be feeling so good right now. It's daytime. You can see sunshine out your window. How are you finding the event so far?
You're absolutely right, Frankie. We've kind of swapped spots now. You're kind of dealing with the crappy time schedules here, but you're absolutely right. Not only is the sun shining where I'm at in the world, but also I get to watch CLG Red play. So it's definitely a win-win-win for me. I know in the EU desk segment last week, I mentioned the fact that some of my favorite teammates were out in the server playing. Now it's more than just my favorite teammates. Like, these are like my little sisters. You know, we grew up together playing and competing and spending a lot more time with each other than what's probably healthy. So definitely I'm excited to see what CLG Red bring to the server here today.
And please don't cancel me, Twitch chat, DreamHack, do not fire me. But I need to ask you, Potter, to show off what you're wearing to everyone, please. Just roll back, give us a glimpse of the hoodie. All right, tell us the story of United, because we're going to see some of the players on the server today.
Yeah, I'm not a very good model. Hopefully I showcased the hoodie well, but yeah, I'm wearing a very old school hoodie. This hoodie was created and made back in gosh, I don't even remember. It was
2013?
I think it was like 2010, 2011 when Miss Harvey kind of initiated this whole United thing, and I hopped on board. So it was good memories. Good memories. God, 2010 was a long time ago, guys. That was a decade ago. So it's definitely good memories for me. And a few of the ladies in Goose Breeder and Diane, they were a part of United as well. So good memories.
And Vilga, I mean, you can't be a stranger to CLG Red. You've played these ladies yourself a few times. What's your impression of this team at the moment? Because going to this tournament, it seems like everyone's saying they are the team to beat.
To be honest, it's been a while we played against CLG Red. Like, for some reason, every time on every tournament, just faced against Dignitas. And last time we played against CLG Red was last year at Copenhagen Games, and we finished second. Unfortunately, they just ran over us. Honestly, they were so good. I think they're a very structured team, and in this tournament, they're coming super prepared. And also, their ex-coach, Stefan, is now coaching us. So considering how, his work ethic is very high, you know, it's like very interesting to listen to what he has to say. He's very smart, and I kind of understand like what CLG are as a team.
Has he taught you any of the CLG strats?
I'm not sure. To be honest, he was like, yeah, CLG is doing this and that.
It's like a franchise. You can have the strats for Europe, CLG, they get them for NA. What is the signature CLG play style to you, Potter? Vilga's mentioned they like to play hyper-structured, but are we going to see any breakout styles in this coming series?
Oh, I think we're going to see huge breakout styles, especially I'm looking at Julie. Misperceived, the new... I guess she's just going to go by Julie now. Her old alias used to be Misperceived, and she's the newcomer. She's making her debut here for CLG Red, just got picked up by these ladies, and I'm excited. I'm super excited to see this youngster. I was excited to see her back in the day in WSG when I first ran into her at a tournament in LA, and she's got this huge smile. She's got this bubbly personality. And from what I've been hearing, she's just the perfect addition to the team for CLG Red. Just the atmosphere that she enables these girls to play under, it really kind of ignites a sort of a fire within them. So, I mean, I'm thinking CLG Red, they're going to be on this incredible honeymoon period. Like, they are all happy with each other right now. They're all happy with the progress that they're making. So, I mean, on paper, as far as I can see, they're looking like a really scary CLG Red as well.
I do get a little bit jealous, like when I see CLG Red like on social media and stuff, and they all really like each other, and I'm just like, I want to be part of that gang, but I'm SEM. I'll never be part of the gang. But let's talk about that's what she said. This is the mixed team. They're not able to devote all their time to practice, and they do have, in some ways, Miss CLG herself in Miss Harvey. So this is going to be kind of a strange matchup for them. Do you think, Vilga, that fast-paced aggression we saw at the start of their series earlier today is just going to get shut down by CLG easily?
Yeah, I think that's what she said. They need to start more carefully, to be honest. They need to kind of like understand the way CLG, because I think CLG will enter this game super confident, obviously, and I think they will do everything to show that they're confident on the server. They will start with aggressive pushes. So that's what she said, should be kind of, you know, careful. But I wonder if Miss Harvey, if she knows any stress of CLG, would she be ready for them, you know?
I really don't know how this is gonna go down. So I want to get into this map veto because I think it's going to be really interesting to see. Because CLG, we know they've got the widest map pool in the game, right? Even though Julie's only just came into this team,
CLG's
right?
Storm Bouncer does too in Vertigo.
Okay,
Let's see.
Potter, you predict?
I think that that's what she said. They're probably going to come out and pick that train again coming into here. And you're absolutely right, Frankie. CLG Red have the largest map pool. We see here that they're actually even willing to float that Vertigo. We saw this in the grand finals of Showdown last year. And actually it came back and bit them in the butt. And oh my God, they're picking Vertigo again. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I mean, honestly, once again, I'm going to say what I said last year. This is the right play on paper. Once again, this is the right play considering the fact that that's what she said is a pug, considering the fact that Vertigo, there's no way that's what she said. We're able to actually put in a good amount of time on this map. So as a full squad in CLG Red, this should be a checkmate on paper.
And we had this discussion last week, Potter. Vertigo, it's practically a different map though, since last time we saw them getting bit in the butt on it. So maybe this time they'll be doing the biting of the butts. We'll find out. Vilga, what's your impression of this map veto?
I like it. I like this pick. And I think CLG expect them to pick city side, when in fact it's a T-sided map. But I really like it.
Well,
in Mirage is also one of the best maps of CLG. So let's see.
I feel like Mirage is the best map of everyone, though. That's the only thing you can never really tell with Mirage. But Twitch chat, I know that we've had a lot of CLG ladies in chat. I know the Dignitas girls are in there probably right now. So hashtag CLG if you think they're going to win, or hashtag said for that's what she said. I'm really interested to see which way Twitch chat is going to go, because we've got some Miss Harvey stans. Who isn't a Miss Harvey stan going to be saying they think that's what she said is going to take this? And I need to get your predictions. Vilga.
I think it's going to be, with this map pool, it's going to be 2-0 definitely for CLG.
Potter.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think CLG Red, this should be a walk in the park for them, and I expect nothing less. However, I'm going to say I also would love to see Minnie popping off once again for that's what she said side of things. She was such a huge factor in why they were able to make that series earlier on this morning look so good. So hopefully Minnie, she's not shying away from these duels. She's going to keep pressing W, keep being aggressive. But surely this is CLG Red 2-0.
Oh, now I'm obviously going to say CLG Red, but I am going to say that the pistol rounds are going to be won predominantly by that's what she said, because you reminded me of Minnie's crispy aim, and I believe, especially with Mirage being floated. So we are going to find out what Twitch chat is saying. 65% CLG.
That's
okay.
close. Look, that's closer than I thought it was gonna be. So that's a lot of fans. A lot of Miss Harvey fans probably in the chat.
Well, you know what? Tell your friends. This is going to be an explosive match. We have got some fantastic players in this server. This is going to be an exemplary match of CS for the female scene in North America. We want everyone to see it. So do share, because you've got a couple of minutes before we hop into our second upper bracket semi-final. It is going to be CLG Red versus That's What She Said. Yes, it did rhyme. That was entirely intentional. And we're going to be back after this break.
you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. And pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. And pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. Just pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. Just pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. Just pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. If you need a helping hand, look up to the sky and pray. And pray. If you need a helping hand, look up. We will stand our ground.
Welcome back to the DreamHack Showdown. We've got CLG Red taking on That's What She Said. Last match of the evening, or for you, Bleh, last match of the morning. Happy 6 a.m.
Thank you, Jason. It feels wonderful. Early morning. I haven't seen this in in a few years. And esports, it makes everything happen. I can hear the birds in the background. I can hear people waking up, being reasonable human beings. And here we are talking about Counter-Strike at 6 a.m. in the morning. Love it.
Yeah. So society does actually function and exist that early in the day, and it's surprising when you learn out that fact. Either way, this will be an interesting one. We just saw Dignitas, who's got to be one of the favorites, and favorites to reach the final surely with CLG Red. They delivered. They did a great job and dominated their matchup and won 2-0. Now we get to see if CLG Red can pull that same thing off.
Yeah, it should be possible though, right? If you look at the desk, I think everyone were kind of convinced this one's going to be 2-0, Vertigo coming out. Although, that being said, I don't know. I feel like there might be a potential upset possible here. That's all she said. They look pretty good in Mirage, especially on the CT side. And it is a map where, if you know what they're doing, it could potentially go your way. They have the firepower by the looks of it, especially Mini and, of course, Miss Harvey in Blender, especially on the B-bomb side, looking pretty cool on the CD side. But then again, CLG Red does seem like the better team right now.
Well, we're about to find out. Pistol round underway. That's what she said. Rushing into the. I'm gonna at some point just lose it saying that name. Plant. It's gonna be a 5-on-5 retake. There's 2 flashbangs. There's 2 kits on Goose Breeder and Diane. We're gonna call her Diane.
Go Diane? All right. I thought it'd go like Die. Doesn't matter. Anyway, retake time. Bomb down. 5v5 retakes. So we do see that once in a while. 2 kits as well. That is interesting, but it's going to be Goose Breeder opening things up. A quick trade coming in from Pinecone, who was absolutely spectacular in the previous game they had earlier today. But Diane gets a kill. Emmy gets the frag on Blender. Blender not even checking there. And now suddenly it's all on his Cirrus and Minio. Minio replies back, just running around, just sporting around. But Diane's going to make quick work of her. And where is Cirrus? She's running in. But does she get the kill? Yes, she does. Barely a second remaining on the defuse, but then she clutches it out. I don't even think they had time to go for the defuse there, but 2 kits doesn't work out, Jason.
Yeah, I might have been wrong. I think that she might have just missed out on that one by a half second or so. Either way, Cirrus gets the kills. 3-0 for her. 3 kills on that pistol round, and that's quite a good recovery. I don't know what was going on with Blender. I think she might want to check her headphones to make sure the sound is on. That was a bit curious. A nice attempt at the retake, and 1-0 is the scoreline.
That's the force coming up, of course, and Well, MP9, Deagles out. I've seen too many rounds being won by Deagles. It hurts me deep down inside. And looks like Diane's pushing up MP9. So much damage. She's going to get a double. There's no way Sirius is going to escape. And she will be hunted down. That MP9 and the USP getting 2 kills. Bomb drop and all on Miss Harvey to reply back. She finds one. But Julie, the new player, the new addition, finding Miss Harvey, bomb down to her feet. It's the 4v2, and it's happening again, Jason. It's pretty early in the matchup. But the Pistols, I just came off the Asian minor RMR with Deagles winning everything, and doesn't matter which part of the world, wherever it is.
I've got some good news for you. It wasn't the Deagle that won this round. It was an SMG. So, you know, you can at least be comfortable in that fact.
Fair enough. But Blender left alone, nothing she can do. Julie doing great work with the picked up rifles there. And I like that from CLG Red. They went for the force buy, but they didn't just play static in the bomb site, right? They went for the 2-man push towards apps, and it works out wonderfully for them.
Yeah, this was good stuff, and unfortunately, I mean, it's helped by the fact that nobody from That's What She Said position is like right when the normal position to watch for that kind of a push in B halls if you can get to the top of that staircase and you grab that deep angle. So you see that coming way earlier, and when there's much less risk involved in that peak. And unfortunately, a lot of damage. A nice double kill for Diane to get things started. She's back to the SMG, AK-47 salvage, Galil salvaged on Goose Breeder, and now we'll see. Bleh, if the Deagles can steal a win.
Listen, you're not going to coax me into that. I know what you're doing here, Jason, but...
Well,
no.
I also know it's 6 a.m. where you live, so I'm just going to prod you this whole time and hope eventually you snap.
Okay, that's a little rich. I snapped a long time ago, Jason, like 4 years ago, I think 5.
It was Taipei, I believe.
Taipei, yeah, it wasn't Taipei. It's been 5 years now, and I have been completely broken. You can't break me anymore. Nothing can. But here we go. Let's see if we can break this by. Goose Reed, a nice little peek there with the Galil, and they're shutting it down. I like the way they're playing this. Maybe not a big fan of Jennifer just going for the duel there. It was kind of unnecessary, but just the one casualty should be it. And Goose Breeder with the Galil, making it sing.
How is while we have this time, as this is going to be mostly Glocks, a little bit of maybe utility picked up, but mostly a little bit of a garbage round. How was the Asian minor? I know you were frustrated. A lot of the Deagles won. I'm seeing this new Tyloo looking hot, looking good over in the region. I see you're getting excited. Your hopes are getting up again. All positive signs in the Asian region.
No, okay, here's the thing. It's all the Twitter game, right? Like, they've been winning against other teams who have been playing some of the worst Counter-Strike I've ever seen in my entire life, so maybe that's why Tyler's looking good. And I know what you're trying to do here, Jason. You're trying to, you know,
no. I myself did not get a chance to watch the Asian RMR games. I just wanted a little bit of an update from the man I consider to be the only Asian region expert out there in the world.
I mean, hard not to be the only Asian expert when there's no one else really caring about Asian CS, so that's there. Tyloo playing good. I like the new Tyloo. You know, they lost Bentet, probably the best thing to have happened to them because they're forced to actually play Counter-Strike now instead of Bentet hard carrying them. So they're looking good, but I'm still waiting to see them play maybe Pro League and maybe the majors who can qualify. Good signs, though, Jason. They're setting me up again for failure.
Perfect. I'll always admire that about them. Molotov out towards top mid, and Diane gonna take the peek. Good timing on it, and she even knows she's got one boxed in. Miss Harvey, nowhere to go. Has to use a smoke just to allow herself to escape. And a 5-on-4. Emmy peering off Catwalk as well. The nade's gonna do a little bit of damage as Miss Harvey steps right into it. And on the top, she's got the spam. A quick 5-on-3.
I don't even know how she saw that. Almost felt like she read that little cheeky self-boost. But yeah, 5v3. And that pistol round seems like a pretty distant memory. And you got to remember as well, like the way they won that, it came down to just the 1 second, 1.5 seconds. The CLG Red looking real good here on Mirage. Got to bear in mind, it's not their map pick. That's Vertigo coming up next. And right now, that's what she said. It's quite a mouthful, Jason, the name. It's a little hard, but just got to make do. It's just the way it is. I've had harder names to work with, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing as well. I'm not going to take that bait. No, not a single day of the week. Tapping through the smoke. Emmy's got a little bit of damage on Minio. That's a sick alias. While we're on the topic of names for teams, Minio that's pretty sweet.
It is. Some fun names. Pinecone being one of my favorites. Very memeable. I still don't know what Pepe Jammers mean, but quite a lot of people keep spamming that on Twitch along with her name. And nice shot from Diane, just spots at the shoulder. Maybe looking for more. And Gooseberry's position, this one's done. There's no way they're going to expect a position. Bombs down as well, 7 seconds. Just, we should be running away there, Minio, but there's no escape. And not a single point of damage being taken by CLG Red. And that was a buy round from That's What She Said. That is not a good sign, Jason. Not a good sign at all.
Yeah, I mean, priority number 1 moving forward into the next gun round for That's What She Said surely has to be taking control of Diane with the AWP. If she's just going to go into window like that, and it won't be every round, I'm sure some rounds she'll go catwalk, some rounds she'll jump up and make the jump, some rounds she'll go connector, but you at least have to neutralize the damage from that up and also dissuade her from going for those aggressive plays. So we'll see what comes of that. Good nade, a lot of damage, and should be an easy cleanup for Jennifer. Nice double kill, transferring up top, and she's got a quad to close out the round, 5-1.
Yeah, and also, I know it's an equal round, just a few upgraded pistols, but at least they had a player towards Palace. Maybe that position could be neutralized a bit, but anyway, 5-1. And of course, the buy is going to be coming in as Harvey with AWP. Kind of a quiet start to the game. She was looking good on the CT side, at least in the previous match they had. And Blender off to a pretty quiet start as well. So yes, CLG Red just kind of dominating matters right now. And attack time are getting called, and about time. They need to slow things down a little bit. Maybe not necessarily slow things down. They need to kind of, I don't know. It's kind of hard. CLG's just everywhere. They're just taking matters in their own hands. And
Listen, I think
what you said.
I think we have to revise some of our expectations when you consider this is basically, you know, kind of a pickup game for one team. Like, you know, That's What She Said, kind of a team just thrown together up against one of the best women's teams currently competing across the world. So, you know, when we talk about slowing down, and this is what they need to do, they're in a really uphill battle no matter what happens in this map.
That's true. But also, you know, you don't want to kind of go out without, you know, barely a whimper.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'll let you have that one.
I like to believe, Jason. I mean, you know me. I like believing in underdogs.
Glass half full kind of guy, especially when it comes to tequila. Pinecone on the verge of peaking.
They're not going to be expecting if she does though. That smoke right behind her, and she could potentially have used that to find something. Slowly peeking out under smoke dissipates, and now they should be aware of a position. That is a misplay. That is a misplay, and Pinecone could have got a double there. Could have made something happen, but meanwhile, over to the B-bomb said Emmy, just completely shutting down whatever That's What She Said had in mind. That just doesn't roll off right, Jason. And right now, what's not working out is also there. The T side for That's What She Said. They have the bomb on the back of Blender, teaming up with Miss Harvey. And with 45 seconds, they have time to work with. They have a little bit of utility as well. But where are they going to go? They head towards B. Emmy's there, just floating around, just jump spotting. They have Julie as well, waiting. And yeah, this is looking a little grim. Now, Miss Harvey, if she can find an opening with an AW, you can just spot Emmy. Yep, spots her out. But a bullet from her teammate's gonna give it all away. Drops straight down to a vet, and Emmy with a nice, clean quad kill. And AWP picked up as well. Maybe not, maybe yes. No, she wants the AK-47. And fair enough, because Diane's got 14,000. She can buy whatever she wants.
Yeah, get that AK. Get that AK-47 in hand. Nice defense here from Emmy, especially because, as you can see, that peek from Pinecone towards Palace gets 1 kill. I guess that's supposed to be a fake, but I don't even really know. It kind of happens at the same time as the hit, so it didn't really fake it out, didn't pull any kind of rotation, but Emmy certainly delivered and made sure that hit was for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Retake set up for the defense on CLG Red as Goose Breeder plays way back towards the spawn stairs. You can see Jennifer now rotating to this top of the stairs right by connector, and this plant can go down. It's not a huge deal if it does. They're going to have a full losing bonus anyway, so the cash flow is going to be there. As long as CLG Red win the round, no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, bomb down doesn't really matter at this point, because CLG Red, even if That's What She Said has a full buy, they seem to have no trouble. Yeah, there we go. Bomb down doesn't matter. Don't lose a single player. And CLG Red, the money is completely out of control, Jason. 3 players at 16k. Gooseberry's in 14,250. Diane's the lowest in 10k. It is looking a little ridiculous right now, 7-1. And that's what you said. They seem to not really find any weak spots in this defense on CLG Red. I'd like to see them try and maybe go for some more A hits coming out and maybe try and switch up how they're playing these post plans. I feel like they might find a little bit of success there, but the way CLG Red just playing their retakes is looking so very flawless. And well, they're gonna be going for the A take here, and hopefully this time around, if they get the bomb down, they might be able to. I mean, I hope to see them play the post plans a little better.
Well, they got to get there first. And this is an angle they'll never expect. Ooh, turns for the flash, but Cirrus exactly didn't clear it. And there goes the bomb. There goes the attack. About to be 8-1 for CLG Red as Blunder goes down last, and still not a whole lot of success for That's What She Said. Ever since the pistol, they win the pistol. That's their only round on the board, and they've lost everything since then.
And again, even the pistol, right? It just came down to that 1v2, actually favoring CLG Red, but it kind of ran out of time. And just running away with this, that was also messy. The smokes, the wasted Molotovs, just getting tossed into the smoke towards connector, not being aware of the massive gap in the smoke as well. It just looked a little messy from That's What She Said, which is surprising because the smokes were on point. The utility was on point when they had just the pistols. And once more, another A hit coming out. This time they're just going to be going in dry. And Goose Speeder, she's trying to feel it, Jason. She's looking to take these duels, but with that, she gets punished Pinecone with a beautiful shot. The trade does take place. However, Miss Harvey down to 21 HP. They still need to try and get the bomb down. They're getting slaughtered, making their way into this bomb site. Leaving it 2v3, still favoring the CT. Smoke dissipates at the worst time possible. And Emily with the auto is going to finish things off. And 9-1. This is...
Oh my god, they're so rich.
Ugh.
3 of them had... I mean, everyone... The lowest amount of money was 14,000 before the buy. So... yeah, they're cruising. They might never have to save again for the rest of the half. 9-1 as freeze time comes to a close. CLG Red just marching to victory.
Yeah, and I guess like what he said about how they're just a pickup team and playing against one of the best female teams out there. It's kind of clear here. And if you look at the previous game That's What She Said had earlier. It was, I do believe, against Silhouette, who were kind of like a full-fledged team, and we were like, okay, maybe Silhouette should be winning that one a little bit more convincingly. But clearly showing, and I think Potter mentioned this earlier as well, that CLG Red and Dig, they're just a level above everyone else. The mixed teams, full teams doesn't really matter. Another hit towards the B-bomb side this time around, again getting completely shut down by CLG Red. And the fact they're not losing barely any players, it's so dominant. It's very impressive. They've had 14 deaths in 11 rounds. That is just ludicrous.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Not a whole lot of production coming out from That's What She Said. You don't like to see that. I saw a comment in chat earlier that just asked if, I don't know if it was serious or not, if CLG Red's considered one of the best teams, women's teams in Counter-Strike. The answer is yes. I think you'll find CLG Red, I don't know what the official rankings are myself, but CLG Red and Dignitas at the top over in North America, and the Originum, which is Zaz and Giuliano, the old school Besiktas team, they are probably the best over in Europe at the moment. In fact, they are. They just won the European showdown last weekend. So, I mean, if you're just getting into women's Counter-Strike, CLG Red and Dignitas are kind of the teams to beat in this region of North America.
I'm assuming it's going to be a big surprise for everyone involved if you don't see CLG Red and Dignitas in the grand finals. However, upsets can happen, Jason. Like, it is Counter-Strike after all. Just 3 years back.
It's online Counter-Strike as well, blah.
True. And Gambit won a major on LAN. I'm just saying, 3 years ago, in a couple of days. So anything can happen.
Oh yeah, that was the anniversary just a couple days back. Oh man, wild times.
Good times. Before Anders' assimilation just kind of took all over the world, but here we go.
He's really ruined everything, hasn't he?
He's just ruined everything. They're just running out here with 30 seconds remaining, and there's a player in dark. They're not checking. They're not checking Jason. And Jennifer, well, she just finds one kill. This way burns everyone else alive, and that is an absolute shutdown. I'm still wondering what That's What She Said we're thinking there. They have utility.
I'm fine with it. I think they're just going for something crazy, and then they go for the sprint. They, if you're gonna run that whole way, you might as well take some risks and just hope that nobody's in dark. Obviously distracted by the player in spawn. And I think it's all good in the hood. 11-1 for CLG Red.
At this rate, the game might end before, before people actually started waking up around here.
Before you finish your morning coffee.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've been having coffee all day. At this point, I think I am coffee.
What do you mean all day? It is literally like, what is it now? It's like 7:50 or 6:15?
Yeah, 6:15. I've been having coffee since like 7 p.m. Don't ask Jason.
Did you pull an all-nighter? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life over there, man?
Counter-Strike. What do you do?
Bless my heart. Well, Diane's got another pick from window with the AWP. Ooh, a good transfer down. That's a leg shot onto Cirrus. The damage is done. Mid control is there for that's what she said, but it's costly. It's like a player and 4/5 of a player.
4/5 of a player. That sounds like me when I used to play Counter-Strike, but
Or
11
1/5
to
of a player. I should have. No, I was
All right.
right. 4/5 of a player. I went the opposite direction.
4/5 of. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's yeah. See, I did the same thing.
Math is hard. Blender, creeping up. She is expecting a position for, but the slow walkout, Julie, she's gonna hit those. And now, she doesn't really need backup right now. I mean, they're cruising along. She's got a teammate nearby if needs be, but that's a great peek from Pinecone. She was instrumental in the win, and that's what she had. That's what she said had earlier. I am just keep screwing this one up with the name. But Diane holding the line. They're not gonna check Jason, and they're gonna get dropped. They still have a few flashes. They have 2 Molotovs. Molotov's not gonna be good enough, and they're gonna find a kill on Jennifer. But Diane, she just free kills for her. Bombs drop right in front of her, and Pinecone's gonna get it down 1v2. The best chance that that's what she said has had in a very, very long time. And Pinecone is gonna come down to her. Goes to the pre-fire, but Diane quad kill. Barely missing a single shot and a little bit of some bullets in the corpse. I like that.
A little bit of love. A little bit of love.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that same thing too. I was just watching that whole time, the utility. I mean, the Pinecone peek into the hulls was a nice headshot, but they also, I mean, had 2 Molotovs and 2 flashbangs to use in that scenario. Even attacking towards that bomb site, they had 2 Molotovs and I think 2 or 3 flashbangs to use against Diane in this position after that first kill comes out. So, I mean, maybe it could have gone better, but you never know. Strong position from Diane, and obviously landing some really nice shots throughout the round. She's 13-3 with a 97 ADR.
Not bad. Not bad. As Cirrus finds the opening onto Emmy, and they're going to come straight into Diane's waiting arms. Diane's going to go for the retake, wait for the flashbang, which actually I feel like saved. I do believe that was Miss Harvey over there. Pinecone finds Jennifer as well, and suddenly, after what feels like forever, Jason, and what feels like for the very first time this entire matchup, that's what she said, seems to have an advantage here in this particular round. All 4 players alive. They have a lot of utility to work with. They have all the players. And Goose Breeder's position here, I like this. They're a person down and immediately aggression on the extremities of the map. Goose Breeder, it's all about time. He's going to catch the first kill, looking for more, but Pinecone with a quick trade. But now the jig is up. They know where the bomb is. They still have time to work with, though, but they're going to just head straight towards A, and it's all down to Diane. 1v3 with the AWP in hand.
Oh, that's a good transfer. That's a good track. 1-on-2. Bomb being planted without the teammate here. Diane's already out. Oh, good shot from Pinecone. Holding the line, and a second round finally on the board for that's what she said. They win the pistol, and then they win round number 14. Fair play. 12-2. A nice cushion here for CLG Red.
Very nice cushion indeed. And here's the thing for that's what she said, right? If you go back to Mirage, it was an 8-7 scoreline. They had 7 rounds on the T side, but then they had a phenomenal CD side. They won 9 rounds pretty much on the trot, and they managed to close that out 69 against Silhouette. The problem is, they might still have a very good CD side here, but you need some buffer, something to work with. Because if you lose a pistol round, even if you win this round and it's 12-3, if you lose a pistol round in the second half, it's pretty much a done deal. CLG Red is just going to run away with it. So, but that's what she said. It might be a little too late, but at least 3 rounds. That's something. That's a tiny little cushion, Jason. One of those cheap ones, you know. It hurts, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it just does barely. It just takes the real pain out of it. Oh, Jennifer's gonna burn. Speaking of pain, but not before she gets 1. There's the peek from Goose Breeder. Not perfect, but the job is done well, and it's going to be a 13-2 half. CLG Red in a commanding lead, showing off exactly why they're the favorites here, not only in the matchup, but in the region. We're going to go to a halftime break. When we come back, we'll have the conclusion of Mirage. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Am I wasting time? 'Cause I'm already gone. So long, can you stay the night? 'Cause you're the thing I want. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now. Like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Whoa. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. When it's late at night, I feel you on my skin. My skin. You're all that's on my mind. It's finally sinking in. You're it. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now. Like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Oh, it's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. You move your body. Electricity. You move your body. It's electricity.
How hard can you go? 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 How hard can you go when the beat drop? How hard can you go? 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 How hard can you go when the beat drop? hard can you go? How hard can you? How hard can you? How hard can you? How hard can you go?
Apparently, there's Pepe Jammers in the chat. No idea what it means, but they're there.
No idea.
13-2 is the scoreline in the favor of CLG Red over That's What She Said. And it's looking like it could be a quick finish play.
Yeah, there was a little bit of an extended halftime break, but I don't think it's going to make up for how quick this series is going to be. 13-2, even if That's What She Said wins the pistol round and the anti-echo round, I just don't see a world where it's going to work out. They had a phenomenal CT side against their opponents, their earlier opponents today against Silhouette, and it was pretty impressive. But then again, it was like players like Blender popping off, and right now she's sitting, I hate to point it out, but just one frag in the entire half. You know, Minio and Miss Harvey sitting on 2 apiece. It doesn't really give me much confidence here as we have CLG Red not wasting any time. Smoke, couple of flashes, a Molotov for Emmy, and they're going to be heading straight towards this A bomb side. They have Emmy kind of on the float, on the lurk with a Molotov. So I'm expecting kind of a late, they're going to play the post plant, keep Emmy on the lurk with a Molotov, and here we go, Goose Breeder just leading the charge, just pushing in towards jungle, single-handedly taking control of jungle, bomb getting planted, and once more, we're going to be seeing another 5v5 post plant on the pistol round.
Emmy gonna drop the Molotov and back away slowly for the moment. Here comes the retake. Good advantage. Nice headshot onto Jennifer and a follow-up onto Julie as well. There's still a player at ramp, but it's a 2-on-5. Diane and Goose Breeder better have something special in the tank, but it's Miss Harvey to come out on top, and now Goose Breeder. This would be impressive. They all line up, but the Glock just isn't strong enough. 13-3.
If only she had an AWP, Jason, that could have been like a triple collateral. But it was a pistol round, so that was not going to happen anyway. But there we go. They needed something going their way, and the pistol round definitely goes their way. And there was a pretty clean retake as well. Some great shots coming out from Miss Harvey. Everyone, Minio and Miss Harvey, doubling their kills in just that one round. And now just surviving the Deagles. And for CLG Red, there's no need to go for the force buy. Just the pistols are good enough. You know, you just try to get the bomb down, do a little bit of damage onto the economy, under the CT economy, and then you're going to have a buy anyway. You're going to have the AKs coming out. You're going to have maybe Galil for Emmy because she's gone for the full Deagle investment. But looking at how sharp these players are, Jason, I mean, if that's what you said, like, now your back's against the wall. You need to make sure you don't just win the rounds, but also win them convincingly. Try and start building up a banks. Try and start clawing your way out of this hole. Because it is their map pick. Like, you lose this, I don't really fancy the chances on Vertigo.
I mean, the hard part for me is they've won both pistols, and they're about to have 4 rounds, which is a little crazy. At the very least, they're sustaining this second round here in the second half. But you're exactly right. You have to build up some momentum with clean wins that allow you to build cash. Remember, I think in the previous half, we were like 6 or 7 rounds in, and CLG Red had 3 players with 16K. Like, you need that levels of economy building if you want to make this comeback happen, and you're still 9 rounds back. Here we go. Full AK-47 buy for CLG Red. The only player missing utility is Emmy.
Did go for that investment, and Jennifer just pushing on ahead. Miss Harvey and Susie strike together. They're not aware where Jennifer's position is, and despite getting control of mid, Jason, they've lost short. That is ridiculous from Jennifer. I don't know how she's pulled that off.
I love it. Passing 2 ships in the night, passing by on Catwalk, and now this plant is great. Plant is down for market and 2 players here. And even if Pinecone is coming from this direction, you have to have success on the other side. You have to have success from Catwalk and Halls to make that work. And now she's already down. So everyone gets to spin for CLG Red and just watch the bomb site. If that's what she said, I realize this is a desperate, near impossible situation. You have to go for it. And the bomb is already less than halfway left in the timer. They've taken a very slow approach to the retake, and I think it's going to slip away from them. Nice spray control from Emmy. And yeah, even if they get on the bomb right now, it's likely already too far gone. Goose Breeder with the final kills, and a 10-round lead for CLG Red.
Yep, and that was a round they really needed to win, right? The first buy round, one of those rounds, you know, you win it against a full buy, and you're like, all right, you have a little bit of confidence going. You're like, all right, girls, we can do this. We can bring it back. And, well, Buy still not ideal. They still have a little bit of mix there. MP9 for Pinecone. We have the Master Cirrus. Rest of them for some M4s. Decent bit of utility though to work with. But the CLG Red, they have everything here. AK-47s. The only slight weakness being Julie with the Galil. And it's going to be a fast, no-nonsense push towards the B bomb site. And the flashbang is perfect. It's Goose Reader falls, but Minnie's completely unaware that the player has passed on through. And it's going to be Diane finding the kill on the Blender. And it's just unfortunate. I don't think that 3T, I think Blender was expecting Diane to have pushed on. And now, 4v3, bomb down, Miss Harvey. She's got backup in the form of Cirrus nearby. There is Pinecone slowly sneaking her way from short, but MP9 from short, this one's a call for the save. There's no way they're gonna be able to retake this.
I don't even, that's probably the correct call, but I say just go for it. You're down 4 to 14. Like, I mean, you can't let them get on 15 right now. Regardless, I guess there's no wrong or right answer, so to speak. 15 to 4 is going to be the scoreline. CLG Red just one round away from taking this opening map of Mirage. And Pinecone's got a gift at the end with an AK-47. She's got 12 kills, playing pretty well, all said and done.
Yeah, Pinecone, Cirrus, who didn't really have much to do in the previous game, but yeah, I feel for Blender. Like, she was so instrumental on the previous Mirage game they had, but it's clear, like, but that's what you said. They had a phenomenal game earlier today, but then against CLG Red, they have more than met their match. It's just CLG Red just brutalizing them right now, and everyone's having a good game. Like Julie, the new player, she just really hasn't had a chance. She hasn't had players come her way to get these kills. But Pinecone doing good work with one AK-47 safe in the previous round, but Julie and Goose Reader reply back. 3v3 right now. CLG Red on map point. You just need one more round. 3 kills is all they need. And Minio, Miss Harvey, Blender coming in for the retake. I don't see a single kit in any of the players. They have a couple of smokes, a nade, a couple of flashes. But this, I have a feeling this one's done, Jason.
Yeah, Julie can just toss some flashbangs. She's towards Tetris box and Goose Breeder. There's a smoke down on the bomb. She might want to swing at some point. Miss Harvey circled her way, and there's the flash. There's 1 kill. And, oh, the transfer over actually gets Blender. And she did the damage to Minio. So, fair play. That's going to be the map. A dominant victory for CLG Red over That's What She Said.
I was thinking probably going to need a cup of coffee after map 1, considering how early this morning right now. But that performance in CLG, that was like a straight
That'll wake you up.
Adrenaline. That yeah, 100%. That completely woke me up. That was just a pure display of power, right? And a little bit of just styling on them as well. Just no nonsense. Just rushing towards A, rushing towards B, showing they are clearly the better team. Heading to Vertigo, I'm starting to feel a little bit more worried.
Wait, were you not worried to begin with? You weren't worried at all?
I was, but I'm a little bit more worried right now.
More worried. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we'll get Vertigo and Map 2 underway, so stay tuned.